The San Luis Valley is an isolated 8,000 square mile basin, the largest in North America. It covers a large portion of south-central Colorado, extending into northern New Mexico. It was known as the land of the Blue Sky people by the native tribes that roamed the area in the 16 and 1700s. Spanish conquistadores and their Mexican slaves ventured from Mexico into the valley on their way north to other parts of the United States, looking for precious metals and other spoils. In the valley, they met with native tribes who inhabited the area, like the Comanches, the Utes, and the Apache. Most of the tribes had not settled in the valley because its inhospitable landscape and weather made it difficult to live there. But over the years, the Spanish and Mexicans began to intermarry with native peoples. However, it was not until the mid-1800s that a permanent settlement was created and became the oldest town in Colorado, the town of San Luis. Many of the families in the valley are direct descendants of those first settlers, including the Jaquez family, with whom I worked on this project. The family has lived in the valley since the 1700s. In fact, the valley has the largest Hispanic population in Colorado. Because of its isolation from urban areas, the valley is an especially interesting place to study rural populations. In fact, there's a long history of health-related research as a result of the partnership between the community researchers and the Anschutz Medical Campus. Like many other rural areas, the valley is short on pharmacies and other health facilities and providers. When I began this project, there were 8 pharmacies serving the 46,000 residents. That's an average of 1 pharmacy for every 5,750 people over the 8,000 square miles. In the middle of my data collection, one of them closed, leaving only 7 pharmacies. The huge landmass and relative isolation means that towns and amenities are few and far between. It's not unusual to drive 700 to 1,000 miles over 3 days to see study participants. It's also not unusual to drive over 100 miles just to get back and forth to a pharmacy. But the valley is aging, and incomes are low, which leaves residents who are aging in place at a distinct disadvantage compared to their urban counterparts. Yet the valley is a fascinating area with hidden gems like this UFO Information Center. It is an agricultural center of Colorado with the state's main crop of potatoes. It's home to the Great Sand Dunes and the largest alligator rescue in the country. You should visit.